Well, I'll say just it's kind of after the fact that these two are we're relating these two. So I think the closest where they touch is the idea that, if you're watching a movie or reading a book that's just amazing, there's sort of this sense that like the story is more real than the author. Like you know, you don't really think about the director of the movie unless you sort of trained yourself to do that and you're interested in whatever directors, comparing directors' styles and whatnot. But if you're just absorbing a story, you, and it's a good story, you don't typically think so much about the director and the author, and hopefully that's the author's intention as well. Um, and you really only run into that when there's some part of the story that doesn't sell you. And you think, well, that just happened because they needed to get from A to B and they made a clunky story decision. So the idea here is like, we can see that there's a story, a movie, or whatever. There's an unfolding patterned event with a purpose and a goal. And from that, that entails things like it implies an author, but it has this valence of like, you can forget about the author to some degree, and but you still have the end result, the performance. And so if you really think about that, that sort of pushes you back to the idea of an author. So that's sort of connecting to the creator, no creator, or somewhat two sides of the same coin, just depending on how you're looking at it, how you're defining it.